I'm gonna do a quick video about my packs. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time and just haven't gotten there. So I have 3 packs, and it's kind of funny because when I first started backpacking, I reached out to my brother Nathan and said, hey, what's the best pack? What pack do I need? And he's like, yeah, you gotta check it out. And you might want to have a few depending on the needs. And actually, this isn't even all the packs that I own, because I have a 16-liter that I use during the summer and for day hikes. I have another one that I don't use for backpacking, not even backpacking, for hiking. It's another 25-liter, I think it is. It's an REI Flash, and I use that for travel. But I did start out using it for backpacking. It just doesn't have a hip belt, and so that doesn't work for me. But my first pack, it's funny because they're all the same color. I guess I'm a fan of gray. My first pack, Gregory Maven 55-liter. Back up a little bit. I love this pack. I really, really do. There was nothing that I didn't like about it except for that it's heavy. I did like having the brain on it. I often took the brain off and hung it up in my hammock, and I like having the separate part on the top. The pockets were great. In fact, they got kind of pulled apart, and I took it to trail days last year just to give it some love, and Gregory was awesome and did what they could to reinforce the pockets. They also put on a new zipper because I was getting a zipper catch around the top, and that was fabulous. The back pocket's kind of stretched out, but it really still worked just fine. I often carried my shelter in the front of the pack. I still have my sit pad in here. I've moved to a yoga mat, so I don't use that anymore. The hip belt, super comfortable. Loved that. And the pockets fit everything. I don't think they'd fit my new phone, though. I haven't tried that. So I have absolutely nothing negative to say about the Gregory 55-liter Maven. I loved it. I did do a couple of things. I think at one point I cut off the extra hip belt and a little bit, I guess I didn't do these belts, but anyway, other than that, I didn't do anything to it. It's probably got 3,000 miles on it. I mean, it's got a lot of miles, and it's in excellent condition. It doesn't really smell all that bad, and I'm only comparing it to my Durston from my Thru-hike. But yeah, I retired it from my Thru-hike because I wanted something lighter. One thing it does have, it has this, and I even forget where it is because it's been so long since I've used it. Oh, it's in the front pocket. It has a rain cover. Rain cover sucks. It didn't drain well. It filled with water. I ended up just using a contractor bag in the bottom of it for most of my hikes. Yeah, that was pack number 1. Pack number 2 is the Durston Kakwa 55 Thru-hiker bag. Loved it. I loved everything about this pack. It carried my bear can inside. The difference between the 55-liter and the 40-liter is this. It gets wider at the top. That's where the liter, the extra space comes in, is right there at the top. And that allowed me to fit my bear canister, which is the Barricade Weekender. No. And there's another video that tells you which one it is. It fit sideways, and it was excellent. I could also roll this up and put it on the top with the Y strap, or I guess, what is this kind of strap called? I don't know, but it worked for the bear canister. The side pockets were great. I could access them even when I was hiking, similar to the Gregory. The pockets were a good size, although my new phone kind of snug in there. That's a 15. If you've watched some of my videos, you'll remember that my the smaller one that I had a mini. I had a 13 mini, and it broke, and I couldn't replace it with another mini. But the 15 phone fit in these water chest strap container things. These I only used water on this side, and I really think it resulted in a shoulder injury, or it didn't help. Maybe it didn't cause it, but it didn't help it. But I used this one for phone and snacks. You can watch all those videos. You'll see how I utilized it. I even put some mitten clips on here to put things out of reach during the day. It was great. It did end up smelling. It's not seam sealed from the factory, even though this is a Dyneema waterproof fabric. So I seam sealed it, didn't do a great job. It was okay. It did get wet. It felt like it got wet, but not quite as heavy as the Gregory when the Gregory was wet. So there is some water resistance to this fabric. It does have a few markings. And one thing happened, I don't know if you can see it right in here, there's a little tug. I was getting picked up off trail, and I set it down by the tire, and I think it was too close to the muffler and actually kind of melted that, which is weird. Yeah, loved it. But I got injured on trail, and so I'm looking for something with a little bit more support. I think that because this is a unisex pack, it put stress on my shoulders. I'm hypermobile in my shoulders. I don't think it was good for the ligaments and tendons. And that's why I have a complete tear and 2 partial tears in one shoulder. Did not get imaging on the other shoulder, but who knows? So I'm trying out some new stuff. And that brings me to pack 3. ULA Circuit. So this pack gets great reviews, mostly for people who are hiking the PCT. I went with the, I think it's the Ultra Fabric, because I spend most of my time, I'm in the Northeast, and so I'm in wetter climate, and so it was important that it was waterproof as well. I don't think I could ever go back to a regular fabric, even though I do use a pack liner. I don't want to have a rain cover. I don't want to have to worry about that. I did all the bells and whistles on this. There is the shock cord all the way down the front. I ended up purchasing the bottom strap that you can put on there, and then also the Y strap for the top, just in case I wanted to carry my bear can on the top. I've yet to use this pack, so I'll definitely do another review on the pack with all the features. The one thing that I noticed when I first got it, it's kind of stiff compared to the Durston, but maybe it's because the Durston has got like 2,500 miles on it. The pockets, the side pockets are stiff too, and they've got this weird, I don't know, like 3/4 zipper. I guess that might help for things falling out, but I don't know how that will work on trail for my phone. And it doesn't come with any shoulder pockets. I can't remember if you could buy those separately, but I might try to find something for the shoulder because of that. I'm really excited. These side pockets look huge. I tried it on. I can reach them. They have a nice little shock cord there to tighten it up. There's some compression options here. It is a 68 liter, but that includes all the side pockets and the front pocket, which I think is going to be great. This is very stretchy, and the Durston is not. That's been a review on a lot of the stuff for the Durston, is that it doesn't give quite as much as some of the other front pocket packs. So yeah, I'm getting excited to take this out. No idea when that will be. But those are my 3 packs.